Hello and welcome to this new edition of the Council at a Glance. I'm Ghislain Forcier, Communication Manager at Town of Brome Lake, and with me, Mr. Mayor Richard Burcombe. How are you, Mr. Mayor?
I'm very well, thank you, Ghislain. Very well.
And with Mr. Mayor, we went to bed late last night because as we are filming, we're still waiting for the election results.
Well, maybe you went to bed late, Ghislain, but I didn't listen to it because I wanted to go to bed in a good mood and wake up in a good mood. But it didn't take long because the first thing I did when I got up was to open my computer and see where it was, and there was still 6 states that were undecided, and we're still, like you said, still waiting for the results. So, be an interesting day.
Yeah. Mr. Mayor, we have a lot of subject to discuss for this November capsule. The town has recently received 2 letters from 2 different government departments confirming financial assistance.
Yes, the first one, Ghislain, is from the Municipal Affairs, and it's for $502,000. The town can use this, it's like a compensation for loss of revenue and also for supplementary costs due to the pandemic of COVID-19. The second one was from the Minister of Transport, both in the month of October. They were about 2 weeks apart. And this is financial assistance for $391,000. And it's used to maintain our roads, also due to the COVID. And it's just also to add to it, Ghislain, that all municipalities in the province of Quebec both receive these financial assistance. And the criteria, of course, depends on population, the number of kilometers of road you have, and that was the amounts that was attributed to Town of Brome Lake.
Yeah. Also, Mr. Mayor, unfortunately, 3 popular holiday activities have been cancelled.
That is correct, and it's really, as you say, 3 popular ones. The first is the Christmas parade put on by the Lions Club. Of course, we discussed it with the Lions Club. We just looked at different options. Nothing in those options could we guarantee that the social distancing of 2 meters or 6 feet would be. How can we enforce that? And it was impossible. We would have to depend on the people to do it. And of course, when you get in large crowds of people, they seem to get closer together. And so we decided conjointly with the Lions Club that the parade would be canceled for this year. The second is Midnight Madness, which is another popular event. And it's a big attraction even for the commerce, but also and for the restaurants, in the area. They were always full on the night of Midnight Madness. But all the boutiques and the stores are very small, and the passages between in the store are very narrow. So there's no way that social distancing could be respected, and they didn't want the responsibility either. Because they could be criticized after that I got COVID because a lot of people come from the outside. They come from everywhere. We had one time a bus that bussed in from Montreal just for Midnight Madness. So, and they couldn't guarantee, so the organizers of Midnight Madness, that is with the commerce and that, decided not to hold it. The next one is the fireworks that is usually held between Christmas and New Year's. And again, it was estimated between 800 and 1,000 people that were down on Lakeside Road. So there's no way that we can guarantee social distancing, which we would under the present conditions and the guidelines of the Santé Publique. If we were able by maybe December or whatever to go green, there could be a possibility, but even then, going green doesn't mean that all of a sudden we can we don't have to follow any guidelines anymore. And the organizer of the responsible for the fireworks, he needs 4 weeks to prepare. So we would have to make a decision for the 1st of December, but as we talk right now, there will be no fireworks.
Mr. Mayor, the town proceeded with the demolition of 264 Knowlton Road. To properly situate our viewers, this is the building next to the library.
That's right, between the library and the Barnes General Store. We had bought the two buildings, 30 Lakeside and 264, to demolish and make it for the Centre de Ville, the public place. And we went ahead with it with 30 Lakeside in September, and the opportunity was there to do it the 1st of November for 264. So consequently, instead of doing it in the spring, we went ahead with it right away, and it should be done, hopefully, totally done by Friday. And we even look at the possibility of planting the trees there, which will stay in permanent as a border between Barnes Store and the library right on our property. So we're looking at that. So that's great too, that we've gone ahead with that. Next will be the dam.
Yep. Also, Mr. Mayor, the town will put the Helm Street building up for sale.
That is correct. When we bought it, going back 2 years ago, we bought it for the future fire station, hoping to acquire more land beside it to make it so we could put in the fire station there, but unfortunately it didn't work out. And we bought a piece of land on Victoria in front of Windmill Plastics, which makes it a lot better location, certainly better than on Elm Street. So we contacted the 5 real estate companies in the Town of Brome Lake, and the only one that showed an interest in selling it for the town was Century 21. So we accorded the contract at the council meeting to Century 21 to sell the building for the town. And we're always hoping that the future buyer will be a contractor or somebody that will renovate the 10 apartment buildings, the 10 apartments that are in that one building, and make it affordable housing for people, because affordable housing is something that we need, and the opportunity is there to provide that.
Mr. Mayor, let's take a moment to recognize 2 entrepreneurs who are ceasing operations.
Yes, that's correct, Ghislain. The first one is Café Floral. And of course, Janet Fraser and Trevor Stenson have been the owner of Star Cafe, the operators of Star Cafe, for 22 years. They started at 30 Lakeside, the building in front of the shack that we demolished in September. They were at the back, and then a number of years ago, they moved up to 100 Lakeside, where they are located now. And Trevor is battling health problems, and they want to spend more time together. So they were very fortunate to be able to sell, and we as a town will always have good memories of the salmon. I always loved the Cajun salmon, and that, or the bavette, the beef bavette, and the fries were exceptional there too. But we wish the town, the administration, the council, we wish them all the best in the future. And the second one was Star Cafe. Rick Pion, who he started approximately 16 years ago up on top of the hill here. It was very small here on top of the hill. And the building where he is presently located beside the bridge became available, so he moved down there. And of course, Rick is a big barbecue man. He has a smoker, a barbecue, and a grill. He has all and a pizza wagon also, and plus cooking in the restaurant, But the things that I remember about going back is that his restaurant was always available for the organizations like Canada Day, etc., that wanted to raise money for the event, and his place was always available in the form of a 5 à 7. And he was well appreciated for that, and also for when there was a big fire and firemen had to be at a fire for 8 to 10 hours. He was delivering coffee, or had somebody deliver coffee to them, and something to eat or whatever. And he was much appreciated also by the firemen. And of course, I appreciate him personally for his smoked meat. His smoked meat was great, you know, no mustard, toasted. And
Mustard.
the only thing is he served chips. It should be with fries, so I always ordered fries. But I didn't eat them all. I usually, if I was with Gilbert, I passed them on to him. So, but anyway, great for him. We wish him the best of luck in his new adventure also.
And Mr. Mayor, will Star Cafe still continue to operate?
Yes, that is correct. Patrick Plouffe, he was the owner of the Sapin in front of Star Cafe a couple of years ago, a year and a half ago. And after that closed, he went to be the head chef at the Knowlton Country Club golf course. And he is the one that is taking over the operation at Star Cafe. So we wish him all the best, and I'm sure it's going to be, the good food will continue, because Patrick is, Mr. Plouffe, I should say, is a great chef also, so that will be great. Yeah.
Well, that's what concludes our video for November, for the November edition. We, as a reminder, the next council meeting will be held on December 7, still at 7 p.m. at Centre Lac-Brome. Mr. Mayor, as we speak, it is still, the meeting should be held in public.
Yes, for the moment, yes, it's still going to be held in public, but we never know, that could change also.
Exactly. And Mr. Mayor, also we will celebrate the Remembrance Day on November 11th.
That is correct, Ghislain. It will be held at the usual place, the Cenotaph on Victoria Street, in front of Knowlton Academy School. I talked to the organizer of the Remembrance Day celebrations, we call it, at 11 o'clock on the 11th, as you said, and they're worried about the distancing and that. They would like maybe 25 people to show up, and hoping that wear a mask, social distancing. People can come certainly and watch from afar, you know what I mean, for the respect of those people that gave their lives for us, you know, in the world wars. And the federal minister will be there that represents Brome-Missisquoi, along with somebody from the office of Isabelle Charret. And I'll be there also. And hope everything goes well.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Ghislain. And we got a big surprise on Monday with the approximately 15 centimeters of snow or more. It's a warning of what's to come, but for the next week, from today, it's supposed to be around 8 degrees, but starting tomorrow, it'll be 12 or 16, and then for the next 4, 5, 6 days, it'll be between 12 and 18. So it's
appreciated.
It's okay.
Yeah, we can say that. Yeah. Thank you. Thanks to our viewer also, and we'll see you next month.
Thank you, and have a great month. Thank you.